That stinks. Sorry, hang on. Can't believe I just sneezed and you didn't even say Gesundheit. The audio? You can't hear me? Is it me you can't hear or the game? Can you I turned down the game volume. I don't know if that helps at all. Can you hear me better now? Or is that any different at all? Like, you can normally hear me okay, but you can't this time? Is that the problem? Or is it always difficult to hear me? Trying to turn down the game volumes to see if that will help at all. Is your computer volume low? It's so weird, because the settings are all the same as they normally are, I would think. Does that improve it at all? I don't know if turning up the TV volume affects the headphones volume. I see. What about, like, now? I just turned the game volume down by a lot, so I don't know if that affects it. Yeah. Leaving the voices up, but I just turned the master volume and the music volume and the sound effects down. Does that make it easier to hear? Does that have any effect on the talking? Because I'm talking at a normal volume, so I doubt that's it. And I don't think there's any way for the headphones themselves to go up, because the only volume on that affects the volume on the TV, I think. Because the interesting thing is that when I watch, like, the clips, I feel like I can hear my voice in them fine. Do you... Yeah, because you don't have any... No, don't turn off my fan. I need my fan. It's actually been cooler out, but, I mean, you could just... You could just watch on your TV, and I can open Discord again, and you can send the messages on there if that works better for you in terms of the volume. That's so mean. Actually, it's been getting cooler out, so it wouldn't be the worst thing. Like, I wouldn't be super happy, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. Um... Okay. No, don't give up. Giving up on your. How could you give up on my. I am talking right now. Can you not hear me? Well, I know that there's a slight lag, like a few seconds delay. Okay, so it was just your fan. Because I was trying to see if there's like a settings on the computer where I could turn up the microphone volume. But then I realized that would be pointless because the microphone is connected to the Xbox, not my computer, so I don't know what I was looking for. uh, yeah. Like I said, it's interesting because when I watch the clips later, they appear to have an appropriate level of volume. Um, yeah, I can't really think of what else, because I... Hold on, let me see if there's any settings on the Xbox that affect the microphone. No, I get that, but, like, I also have those problems, so I understand why you wouldn't want something that makes it more difficult. Let me see where the settings are. I'm not sure I can find anything specific. Is this, like, gonna annoy you too much, or is it, like, effective at all? Okay, so I'll just talk louder and hope that nobody thinks I'm crazy if they just walk down the hallway and just hear me shouting at my computer. And I will definitely do my best to not talk when the characters are talking, because I understand that that makes it more difficult. And hopefully with the other volume stuff turned down of the game itself, that will help. But if we're going to be like this all year, I might have to bite the bullet and invest in a better microphone. So we will see. Alright. Just let me know if there's any more problems, or if you aren't able to hear me. Hopefully it will work out. At least the game has subtitles, so at least that way you're only not hearing. Tell her it's a new ritual version of listening to the TV. Or the computer. Yeah, worst case scenario is, I guess, that you would just go back to watching on your TV, even if that means that I would have multiple screens open. But yeah. Alright. So let us continue. New downloadable content? What? How is that even possible? Okay. I don't know why it decided that there's new downloadable content to a game that's been completely finished for months. But, we're just gonna ignore that. Because I have not heard anything about downloadable content. I feel like the game's just being difficult. I'm gonna exit out and come back to it. Also, I guess it kind of works, because normally I'm not wearing my headphones, but I decided to put them on, so then I just automatically start practically shouting anyway. Just because of the, the not being able to hear yourself instinct to shout while wearing headphones. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, we know all this stuff. Yup. Also, I'm hoping that there's not going to be, like, any weird, like, echo effect, because I feel like I noticed, like, an echo or something, and I don't want it to be there. As we were. That's fair. I think it's because I think the microphone picks up the sound coming from the TV, but I don't know how to stop it from doing that, because if I mute the TV, then there's no sound at all. So, it's a mixed bag. And apparently it's a very long loading screen this time. Both siblings are vibing.
Hey, Tyler? Tyler? I've been looking all over the place for you. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Whoa! Whoa! Hey, let's get you off your feet, okay? Come on.
I know. Michael is
Listen,
single-handedly supporting
If
them.
you want to be alone, I'll go. But if there's anything you need to get off your chest, I won't snitch.
You saw Allison? How is she?
Yeah. I went back to check on her this morning. She was in a pretty bad way. Whatever went on between you two, it wrecked her.
Look, I don't want to drag you into this.
Well, I'm already in it, and you look like hell. So,
I just got a lot on my mind.
well, I know one thing that's good for that. As a wise man once said, fishing is the cure to the wounds of the heart.
Was that wise man you?
Hey, like I said, I gotta write my own legacy. So, you in?
I don't know.
Come on, we're burning daylight. Let's go.
Where are we gonna go?
Why go anywhere when we have a perfectly frozen lake right here?
Ice fishing in November?
Yeah. It got cold way fast this year. Climate change. That shit's gonna kill us. But hey, fish first. You can walk behind me if you're afraid, though.
You're actually serious.
I am a very serious man, Tyler. Let's go. We still have to get everything out of the car.
Yeah, I know, that's a great trope. Also, Michael just being like, we're fishing and you're liking it.
Stage is set. Showtime. Whenever you're ready.
You sure you don't want to go?
Nah. Look, no way I'm gonna rob you of your first catch in your own backyard.
All right.
Fishing is so
Got
not
everything you
boring
need,
at
by the
all.
way?
It's totally fun.
Yeah, I'm good.
Man, I'm so gonna miss this.
Miss what?
Just hanging out, fishing, and you know, I'm not gonna have a lot of time after we move to Juneau with school and the JC and everything.
Right.
I
So
didn't
did
see
any of the
that.
people you
I
came
thought
up
you were
with at
talking about that
Fireweed
thing.
land in Juneau?
Oh, I'm not sure. Once they left, I never really kept in touch.
Really?
People came and went a lot. And besides, everyone moves on eventually, right?
Not everyone. Not people who get so close they're like family.
I already have a family.
Well, there's a reason we think of families as trees. They keep on sprouting new branches.
Oh, hey, I think I've got a bite.
You got this. Reel 'em in. Come on, pull up on the rod. Now give it a nice pull. Reel 'em in.
I got it. Slippery little. Got it.
Bravo.
First of many.
Pace yourself. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Thanks, Sensei.
Oh, hey, did you want to make solid plans to hit the buzzer hole? The river might ice over soon, so he shouldn't wait too long.
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. I was planning to go Saturday. I'll pick you up on the way out.
Cool. I'll set my alarm to ass crack of dawn.
Just two bros fishing less than 5 feet apart.
You got anything good in there?
Maybe. But Who says I'm willing to share?
Okay, fine, be that way. You have this whole fancy bag just for ice fishing?
You don't mix and match. Ever.
Jeez, you don't mess around, do you?
Told you earlier. I'm a very serious man.
He
Alright,
takes
here we
fishing
go.
very seriously. I'm gonna catch so many fish.
Okay. How about them apples?
Nice job.
That's a fish, not an
You weren't all
apple.
talk.
Impressed.
I only see 2 fish in my cooler.
For now. So do you always drive around with an auger in your car?
It's not how it looks. Okay, I swear. I was already planning on going ice fishing with the family this weekend. I made a mistake of forgetting the auger once, so we had nothing on hand but an ice chisel. That'll scar a man for life.
Fair enough. So, what are you gonna make with what we catch?
Hey, you got me figured out. Slice of fresh fish, top of garlic, pesto, walnuts, just a drop of olive oil. Pure perfection. As my partner in crime, you're
Sounds
entitled
good.
to a cut.
Works for me, partner. So, about last night. I don't know what Allison said, but from my side, well, I thought we were on the same page. But it turns out we weren't.
Hey, so don't tell her I told you, but last week your sister was almost unbearable. She was jumping up and down with excitement at you coming back.
Really?
You better believe it. Look, the last time you saw each other, you were kids. Just because things have changed doesn't mean you can't work it out.
I know. It's probably my fault. I really pushed her last night. I just don't get why she always has to run away from everything.
You blame her?
Avoiding the problem doesn't make it go away. She's so fixated on selling the house. It's like she's trying to bury the past. All of it. Even the good parts.
Look, I'm not picking sides
Yep.
here. Okay, but she's been murder house girl ever since it happened. Now she's got a chance to put it behind her. Start fresh. Shit, I'd be pretty eager too.
I guess I didn't really think about that. I've been so focused on my own shit. It's been hard, you know? Figuring out how to live out here.
You mean outside of Fireweed?
Yeah. When I first got there, all I could think about was getting out. It felt like a cage. But after a while, it started to feel more like a shell. I figured out who I was in there. But now I've got to work out how to be that person out here.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, none of us really know what we're doing. Look, shit may look bleak now, but your sister's never gonna give up on you. And you can lean on me too if you want. Just be careful, okay? Got a bad left shoulder.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks for listening.
Don't mention it.
Don't you say anything. I got this. Easy. Oh. Whoa. Bam. 3 out of 3.
Well played. I got nothing. That was
expert.
clean.
Huh. I'm a little disappointed.
What?
Can I ask you something kind of weird? And maybe hard to answer.
Weird and kind of hard to answer are my jam. What's up?
How'd you know you were ready to trust anyone enough to put yourself out there?
Okay. Yeah, that is a hard question.
Told you.
There's not really two ways about it. You gotta be willing to take a hit. Look, I stopped listening to the entire indie folk genre just because I was dumped at a show once. But I put myself back out there just like everyone who's ever gotten their heart stomped on. Because when you meet someone who really sees you, you don't have to pretend anymore.
Hard to argue with that. And you're still interested in being that someone? Even after all the shit that's happened?
Hey, I've got baggage too. I think it's worth a chance. Don't you?
I could ruin your life right now.
I think we're in total agreement here.
Yeah?
Yeah. I get this feeling like I could say or do anything with you, and it'd be cool. I feel safe.
You are. Because your sister would kill me if I did you dirty.
Yeah, she would.
So, doesn't look like you're catching anything with that. You want me to show you how it's done?
Go for it.
Hey, I caught 3 fish on my own. I don't need no man.
Hey, you're missing the show.
Like, I don't want to make a move because I feel like I'm just gonna, it's, no matter how it's animated, I'm just gonna feel like so awkward. Kissing and fishing.
So, yeah.
Yes. One way to put it. Hey, Allie. I think I'll just show myself out.
Okay, call me later.
You know I will.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, it's totally fine. We were done anyway.
Catch anything?
Mostly ice, but yeah.
Tyler, I'm sorry for freaking out yesterday. All of this, it's just been really hard on me.
Don't apologize. I was being an asshole. We should have never pushed you that hard.
Come here.
Awkward sibling hug.
God, why did I miss you so much? It's only been a day.
I've been told I have that effect on people.
You don't know. Okay, so I need to show you something.
What? You're kind of weirding me out.
Can we sit down for a sec?
No, I forgot how to sit down.
So, what is it?
I was just at Sam's. He's not our father.
How do you know?
I asked him. Point blank.
I'm not surprised. Burning down the barn didn't really seem like a Sam move.
Yeah, I guess it was silly to suspect him in the first place. He'd never hurt Mary Ann's kids. Something else. Look at this. This was taken in 1992 when Mary Ann first moved to Delos Crossing. See that ladder? Sam told me the barn has a loft. He helped her build it. Apparently she never told anyone about it.
And it's still there?
As far as he knows, yeah. What do you think? Should we give it a shot?
We've come this far. And a hidden loft? That's got secret shit written all over it.
Let's go.
Wonder why they never questioned if there's a loft or not, when you can clearly see that it has a pointed roof, but inside the roof is like right above them.
That's not gonna help us get this house sold.
Yeah, we got our deadbeat dad to thank for that.
So obviously the ladder's gone, but what about that handle? Is it still here somewhere?
What do you think is up there?
I don't know. I'm trying not to speculate. My brain was going to some real dark places.
Don't worry. Whatever's up there, I'll protect you.
We'll see how chivalrous you feel when you've got bats in that perfectly coiffed hair.
No, she knows where the door is. She's saying we can't open it without a handle. Or are you saying that they never noticed that on their own before this? I see. Also, his coat has the same superpower as her hair. Why can't I just use that crowbar? Also, why is Allison not helping me at all?
The handle should be behind this.
There it is.
It's opening up.
Secret Keeper always did store all the best secrets in the clouds.
Yep. Come on, let's find a way to climb up there.
Also, they didn't even know there was a loft, but they know where the secret lever to open it is.
Well, that's way too high to jump. You want to give me a leg up?
I'm so not touching your nasty shoes. We'll find a ladder.
That was pretty rude. I thought he was gonna put the ladder in his pocket.
Can you see anything?
Nope. Nada. Here, found a switch.
Holy shit. Well, that shaved a few years off my life. Whoa.
It's
Her story.
Look, she left us something.
He's got a combination lock with letters.
Do you think she hid the code somewhere in all this?
Knowing Mary Ann, probably.
Well, you want to do this?
Yeah. Let's start here.
I bet Marianne helped design Resident Evil houses. Can you just leave? That's so hilarious to me.
Yeah. It's from the story where the goblins tricked the Mad Hunter.
It looks like it, but it's different, right? Can you check the book?
Oh, here it is. Why do you think she changed the picture?
I don't know. Maybe it's a message. The differences between the two mean something.
Something about Mary Ann, right? Since she's the princess?
Yeah. Why don't we try to find them all and then see if it makes any sense?
Okay. Spot the differences. It moves. Oh. Some of these parts are buttons. The Mad Hunter still has two hands here.
So this was either before the Gold Lady cut off his other one, or after he earned it back?
Which either makes it before most of the stories, or after.
Yeah. At some point when she was running away from whatever the hell the Mad Hunter meant to Marianne.
The princess is running away from the Mad Hunter.
Was sent by the Gold Lady, according to the story.
Do you think the Gold Lady could have been Marianne's mom? I mean, she always used to say she moved to the end of the world to get away from her family.
Yeah, you're right. She ran away.
Why do you think she added that castle in the background?
See the color of the flag? It could be her mother's castle. It looks like the princess is running away from it.
So, Marianne ran away from home. And she grew up kinda rich? Does his smile look different to you? Huh. Is there an extra star here? Or am I just imagining that? It's not the same title, so I guess that counts as a difference. Did she add that flower? Is that like a innocence lost kind of thing? Huh. A pink flower. Was that in the original picture? Never mind. That's nothing. I'm really grasping at straws here. It's just a random star. No special meaning. That's it. Whoa.
What's in there?
Pictures, letters. Have you ever seen any of these?
All the pictures of Marianne I've ever seen were the ones hanging on the walls.
The Gold Lady. That was definitely her mom.
So, did Marianne grow up kinda rich?
Maybe. Would have been nice to have some of that.
Tyler's like, where's my money though?
Aw, poor thing.
Why would she keep an old drawing of a pet in here?
My birdie Polly.
I can't believe she was a ballet dancer. Mary Ann.
And a good one, too.
God, that's so not her. Did you know she studied engineering?
No. It looks like she changed her major to visual arts.
I don't think she actually got it changed. The paper's not signed and it's all wrinkled. Like someone tried to throw it away.
Marianne, I can't do this anymore. You deserve better than cliche bullshit like it's not you, it's me. But the truth is, it's all just been too much to deal with, and I've realized I'm just not ready. Maybe if we could have dealt with all this on our own without your mom constantly putting pressure on us, things could have been different. But the damage is done, and it's probably too late for that now. I'm so sorry. You're an amazing person, and you made me a better man. I hate myself for doing this, but I feel like we'll both be better off apart. There I go with the cliches again. Please don't ever stop being who you are. Here, but I'm gone, Brent. Also, how could she have made him a better man if he leaves his pregnant girlfriend? Explain that to me.
Could this guy have been any more cryptic? You think the guy with her is Brent from the letter?
I would guess so. Tyler, see that little light? I think we need to solve this one next. There's the gold lady again. She's all over the board. There was a figure of her in that stash by the Mad Hunter painting, right?
Oh, yeah.
So maybe all of this is related to what we found in there.
Hmm.
Hey, I can move the piece next to the gold lady.
All these pictures. They look like images from Marianne's life before Delos, don't they?
Well, some of them do anyway.
Maybe that's it then. We need to figure out which ones are real.
Okay, well, there's the bird.
Is the gold lady setting the animals free?
Judging from the broomstick, I'd say she's getting rid of them, not setting them free.
Alright, and then there's her dancing ballet.
The princess dancing, playing violin, spinning wool. I guess this is stuff she did for fun.
Notice how unhappy she looks in all these pictures? I don't think she was having any fun.
And then, not sure which of these would represent art.
The wise princess looks like she's trying to run away.
And she's being watched by the gold lady.
Or, because that could be her leaving her life of money. And then her heartbreak is with some random dude.
What's the gold lady doing?
Whispering something into someone's ear behind the princess's back?
Maybe it's this one that's wrong.
Is that it?
It's opening.
What's in there this time?
That's a house. Well, it's a picture of a house, okay? I'm not
Is that
stupid.
Carol?
Yeah, and Sam. Look at him. He's so young. Happy.
Wow. She worked for a watchmaker in Juneau before she moved to Delos. No wonder she was so handy.
Huh. That's interesting.
Salmonberry Park. Is that some kind of commune?
Looks like it. So weird to imagine her living in a community like that. With, other people.
The weirdest part is how they all seem to love her. Where was prom queen Marianne when the whole town was turning on us? Her father.
Marianne. Oh, this is from 1996. I hope this letter finds you, but since you didn't leave any contact information, I'll have to send it to your aunt and hope for the best. I'm writing to inform you that your mother passed away last week. We just had her funeral reception. The house has been filled with people all day. Friends, family, colleagues, and church members. It's now 11 p.m. and I'm sitting alone at the kitchen table, surrounded by dozens of trays of food, flowers, and sympathy cards. Your cousin Adie brought us a beautiful photo album full of holiday pictures in Laconer. You're there in all of them, but you weren't there today. We haven't heard from you in 4 years, and can only hope you made it to Alaska, or wherever you are, and that you and your child are both safe. Your mother has been sick and depressed for years, and you can imagine why. The pain of being shunned by her own daughter, knowing she would never get to see her grandchild grow up. That's such crap, considering it's so obvious that her mom was, judging her and trying to force her into a career she didn't want. It spread through her body like cancer and consumed her completely. All this suffering simply because you ran away like a temperamental little girl instead of accepting her help when you got pregnant out of wedlock, after dropping out of college and without a penny to your name. Some people She only stepped up to help because she knew you weren't ready to raise a child properly, Marianne. A mother's duty doesn't end when her child leaves home. Now that you're a mother yourself, I hope you'll begin to understand that good parenting isn't about coddling children. It's about providing for them and shaping them into the people they're supposed to become, whether they like it or not. I won't trouble you again. You've made your intentions clear. I just thought you should know. I feel like you could have probably tried to reach her before the funeral if you wanted her to be there.
What the hell? Marianne was pregnant in 1992, before she even got here.
Before us? Do we have a long-lost sibling out there somewhere?
It's possible, but she could have given it up or miscarried. Who knows?
Yeah, you're right. Do you think we could track down her father?
You mean the grandfather she never told us about? I don't think I want to.
You're not at all excited about having more family.
You saw the letter. I don't think we want any part of that.
Fine. Let's keep digging.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be part of that family.
This just lit up, so I think we're supposed to try this one next.
Here, the Secret Keeper. Hiding secrets in the clouds. Gold Lady stays locked up in her castle. The old bear's gotta be in his ice cave. We'll let the mangy muskrat have his rock back. The Ice King goes in the forest, obviously. Back in your pond, Big Frog. There you go, Stalwart Moose. Moonhag's gotta be imprisoned in her lake. Crafty goblins go here. That's the Pious Pelican spot. The wise princess goes in the big wooden house.
Ugh, I'm missing 2.
What's this?
Some sort of map?
One day she took her tiara and ran away to the forest.
That's the Gold Lady's castle.
So she started at the castle, and then she was a clockmaker, and
This is the
I don't know,
princess's
house,
What's that
and some
plant
trees.
thing on top?
Oh, those are definitely salmonberry flowers.
Hey, that degree in outdoor studies is paying off.
So she probably went there first.
What's that plant thing on top?
Oh, some sort of clock. This is the princess's house. This looks like a dinner party with the old bear and the very old beef. Yes.
Aha!
What's in there? Another letter?
The princess's loss. Is this from the Book of Goblins?
Not that I know of.
Well, sure looks like it could be.
Once upon a time, in an ancient and deep forest, there lived a wise princess in a big wooden house. She had made it through the woods and to that house with nothing left but the clothes on her back and a single item from her old life, a splendid tiara. She lost almost everything in her desperate flight from the mad hunter. The trees tore the rucksack from her back and shredded her dress and left a pattern of red wells on her skin, but through it all she clutched the tiara close to her chest, fearing any misstep could cause it to fall from her arms and break. The tiara had its own spot in the big wooden house, a pillow near the window, where sun would catch on its surface to shine and wink. The princess could stare for hours at the tiara, marveling in its beauty and running her thumb down its curves. Every morning she would wake, and she would tend to it, polishing its every surface to be sure it shone as brightly as it possibly could. Then she would pluck it up, place it upon her head, and walk the woods, feeling somehow more complete. Because what, after all, was a princess without a crown? Every night she would place it upon its pillow, give it a quick kiss, and go to bed. On her way she would pause and glance back to be sure it was still there. She hated to be separated from it, but she knew it was safest on the pillow while she slept. One night, the princess woke to a raging storm. The wind howled against the walls, rattling the window in their panes. Fearing a guest might burst against a window and blow the tiara to the ground, she plucked it from its pillow and brought it to bed with her. All through the night she held the tiara close, and in the morning she woke to find herself still cradling it. The storm had passed, and the princess relaxed. That day was the same as any other, though she perhaps gave the tiara an even more thorough cleaning, grateful as she was that nothing had gone wrong. That night she placed the tiara upon its pillow, gave it a quick kiss, and went to bed, pausing on her way to be sure it was still there. In the morning she woke and sensed immediately that something was wrong. In the living room the tiara lay upon the ground, broken, dull and faded. Nothing else in the room had changed. The pillow was exactly where she left it. The window was closed. There had been no storm, no wind, no sign of anything at all that could have gone amiss. Only the broken tiara, mute upon the ground. She picked it up and held it in her arms with a guttural cry, and though she tried to fix and polish it, it was gone, beyond repair and with no shine left. The princess held the tiara through the day and through the next night, sitting in the same spot at the window where she used to polish it. When the sun rose she looked outside, and her gaze fixed on a sapling. She remembered how this sapling had survived the winter, clinging to life despite the frozen, unforgiving earth. Without a word she went out and buried the tiara in the ground beneath the sapling, and as the final scoop of dirt fell, the tiara felt truly gone, and with it the final link to her old self. She could only go forward and find a new place for herself in this world, where she was no longer truly a princess in a tiara and a beautiful gown, but a vain woman, alone in the deep and ancient wood. And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title.
And that was how the princess lost her most precious treasure and her title. That was the story she read us that night.
It makes sense now.
Yeah, she got pregnant. And
Yeah.
she started a new life. And then she made her way to Delos Crossing. Where she was finally happy. But then the baby died.
I can't even imagine how she must have felt. She left everything behind. Built a whole new life for him. And then he was just gone.
I guess having us helped her move on. But when it looked like we were going to be taken away, she snapped. She just couldn't lose any more children. It really wasn't anything we did.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do with all this.
I don't either. But all I wanted was to understand what happened to her. And now I do.
Yeah. We still haven't seen what's in that chest. Okay, so how do we open it?
Honestly, I think everyone in this entire town probably could do some therapy, but especially the Ronin
The
family.
princess lost her most precious treasure. That's why it all happened.
I still can't wrap my head around it.
Why are these pictures from the Book of Goblins here?
I don't know. Why don't we solve this one first?
Okay, so we got an L, an O, and E. Eol. That must be it.
The princess lost her right? Should be easy enough.
It's not Eol. How about... LOL. Low? No. How about... Oh, Leo. That would make sense. That's a person's name.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, that's why they both are reacting so differently to this situation.
Whoa.
Did it just get darker in here?
Ollie. She noticed. I
We
was
write
her son.
stories to
I was her son.
Yeah. We write stories to understand and be understood, but what good is a story without a first act? I'm sorry I kept mine from you for so long. All my love, goblins.
Why does she have a photo of that tree locked in here?
I think you could take a guess, Tyler.
Is that...
Leo Ronan.
Well, he didn't go by Tyler until he was already at Fireweed.
Why didn't she tell us about him? Why didn't she tell us any of this?
I mean, it's fucking terrible. That's why. Allie, did we do the right thing opening this?
We did. It's better we know what happened, even if it's hard. There's one more thing we need to see.
Are you sure?
Yes. Yes. Come on. Let's go to the dock. It's time to finish this.
But, you know, because he said that he didn't go by Tyler until a few years into being at Fireweed.
Take a crack at these.
And, he also said that Allison was the only one to call him Oli, like, the nickname, so that was her way of, yeah. Oh, because from your comment it made it look like you thought that was bad that she wrote that. I don't know.
A baby blanket.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's the one problem with written comments. Can't always detect.
The old bear's gifts for the princess. I'm totally blanking on that story. What did he give her again?
Why don't we open up the book and check?
So let's see where the old bear's gifts are. Yeah, no, I agree. Here, let's see. Alright, so a salmon, ripe berries, and a bluebell. Okay. So then that would be
A handful of ripe berries. Fresh caught salmon. Some roses, maybe. Maybe not. A newly bloomed bluebell. Nice.
yes.
Man, he had it bad. Just couldn't let go.
Sorry for the note under the door like a prison inmate. You okay? I stopped by and rang a couple times this week, but you didn't answer. I could see the light in the hayloft, so I figured you were in, but didn't want to talk. I hope I didn't ruin everything. I know I probably come on and kinda strong, but the thing is, I don't know how to talk to a woman like you. You're strong and kind, and you know so much, it's hard for me to know how to keep up. I guess all that went to my head, but I want you to know I got the message, and I'm gonna get out of your hair now, and there doesn't need to be any bad feelings. We can pass in the street and say hello or not. It's okay. P.S. I noticed your car was leaking, so I put some sealant in there. You might need to take it to the shop, though. Let me know if you want me to come with you, because sometimes these guys try to rip you off. If not, no big deal. Sam. Oh, no, Brent is just the name of, the father of her first kid who died. That's not Tyler and Allison's dad. But yeah, basically that's how I assume the situation was going as well. Yeah. Also, Sam, like, I guess points for him being like, I'll leave you alone now if you want, but then continues to offer many ways on how he can inject himself into their lives.
The Crafty Goblins loot.
That's from The Princess and the Two Thieves. I drew the original.
And I distinctly remember drawing that cake, which is arguably the best part of that illustration.
All right, Picasso. Then you probably remember what the goblins stole in that story, huh?
Yeah, sure. That all works. I could believe a supernatural monster would try to run for mayor. It all tracks. Right. What did they steal? Fruits and nuts and eggs. Spoons and plates, forks and knives and blankets. And a cake. Alright. So, let's see, the fruit.
Maybe they took some of the princess's fruit.
And let's see.
I'm pretty sure they stole some eggs. Some flour for the cake, maybe?
No.
Actually, I'm not sure. What if they took some spoons? That's it. I always wondered where that drawing went. She said it was her favorite, and then one day it just disappeared.
I love that she put that in, like, the shrine that represents her relationship with her children. The best mom in the world, the prettiest princess. Wait, we already did that one.
Crafty Goblins' good deeds.
Of course. The goblins had to help out the creatures of the forest, pay off their debt to the pelican.
Well, what did they do?
You know, I don't really remember.
Yeah. And then that would make sense why Tyler saw, like, physically saw the Mad Hunter that night while he was running away. And why you could see the Mad Hunter moving in the police station even when no one was looking at him, and it would make no sense for anything to move there unless it was real. Alright. Yeah, that too. And it also makes sense why she would never tell them who their dad was. Because it's kind of awkward to tell your kids that their dad's like a literal monster. Whoa, what story am I looking for again? Crafty Goblins' Good Deeds. Okay, so it's got a picture of them at what looks like a party. Let's see. No, that's not gonna be it. No. Well, I can't. Oh, maybe this one? Yeah, I know. can't tell which story this is supposed to be from, so
Broke open the beehive for the bear.
I'm gonna take some guesses.
They hugged the princess when she was crying. They removed a thorn from the frog's back. They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back. Wait. Huh. They had to give nuts to the muskrat. Wait. They helped fix the beaver dam. Maybe not. They removed a thorn from the frog's back. Maybe not. They hugged the princess when she was crying. Actually, I'm not sure.
Don't know which story this is from. Okay, so they Okay, so I don't think that there's anything about rebuilding the beaver's house. So I will remove that. Don't.
Maybe not.
But I thought I did
Broke
remember
open the
something about the
beehive for the
honey.
bear. They removed a thorn from the frog's back. They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back. Actually, I'm not sure. Or not. They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back. Actually, I'm not sure. They had to give nuts to the muskrat. Actually, I'm not sure.
Why can I not figure out which story this is from? Oh, it's right here. This is your fault. Alright, what do they do? Alright, so they scratched the moose, they dropped the beehive, and they hugged the princess. Okay. So they did hug the princess.
They hugged the princess when she was crying.
And they
Or
did
not.
scratch the moose.
They gave the stalwart moose a good scratch on the back. Nailed it.
There we go.
Our lives would have been so different if their friendship hadn't gone to shit.
The Pelican Crossing is a specialty gift boutique located near the O'Shea Glacier, catering to whatever. First store to act as a relay between the buzzing arts and crafts scene and customers. Alright. Working on the executive summary part of our business plan. What do you think, Tessa? So Tessa wanted to open a craft store with Marianne. If only she hadn't been a transphobic bitch about it. And also tried to report Marianne to child services. They could have had a good store together.
Very old beavers were perilous.
That's the story where the princess's house gets damaged by a storm and the animals help her fix it.
Yeah. What did they do to fix it again?
Alright, let's see. Her house get damaged. That would be early on, I would think. Yes. Let's see. Alright, so roof and the walls, support post, I know. So fix the roof.
She fixed the roof shingles. She
And the
fixed the
wall.
planks that were blown off the walls.
And this
She slapped the post with her. All right. Damn. That must have been rough on Eddie.
Yeah, he doesn't really like to talk about her.
Eddie has nice handwriting, though. Oh, never mind. That's not from him. Dear Marianne, you cover your ears every time I try to have this conversation with you, so I thought I'd have a better chance doing this in a letter. I know you don't like saying goodbye, so I'll keep my melancholic rambling short and sweet. I want to thank you with all my heart for taking care of me these past few months. I can't even imagine how exhausting it must have been for you to look after a sick old lady when you also have 2 small children at home. I know you want me to keep fighting this disease and hoping for recovery, but it's always been a great strength of mine to know when it's time to let go, and that time has come. I'd like to ask you for one last favor. Please take care of Eddie after I'm gone. My poor boy puts on a brave front ever since his father died, but I know he's in pain. I'd be so much more at peace knowing he still has family. Maybe he could teach the kids how to fish. He loves spending time with them. Thank you for the warmth and the peace you brought to my life. Give the kids a kiss for me, will you? Carol. Well, since I am apparently missing 2 collectibles, I believe we have done all we can here.
You really want to go? You sure we've seen everything?
Either way, I'm ready for this to be over.
Me too. What are we waiting for? I want to know who was here that night.
You're the one who
Let's try
was
and
behind
remember
me.
who Marianne was arguing with.
Allison, I believe you're blocking my way. Thank you.
Almost.
She's polite like that.
Tom Vecchi is our father?
Of course. It had to be him.
Tessa knew, didn't she?
Yeah, she must have. That's what she didn't want to tell us.
God, Marianne and Tom?
I know.
What should we do now?
Yeah, call him out here and make him tell us what was going on.
And if he won't?
We know his secret. He will. Tom? It's Allison. We need to talk. We know it was you.
You know what was me? That I, brought you my fish when you weren't feeling well? No, Tom, that you're our dad. Oh, that. Which means he's also the one who sent Marianne the letter about how he encouraged her to get an abortion because he didn't want to raise a kid with her because he's married.
Let me take the lead on this. I know him better. I thought I did, anyway.
Sure. Whatever. As long as we get answers.
I love that music.
Kids, listen.
You're our father. You knew how bad it got out here. How little we had. Why didn't you help Marianne?
You know, the money she wanted. We didn't have anything to spare. Well, that winter was rough on everyone. You would have starved out here if not for all the free food we gave you.
Don't act like you had anything to do with that. That was all Tessa.
That's a cruel presumption, young man. Maybe it was Tessa's idea initially. But I supported it. And your mother was happy to live off our handouts.
You tried to burn down our barn and knocked Tyler unconscious.
I never meant to hurt anybody. You weren't supposed to be home.
Doesn't excuse the fact that you didn't even stop to help.
What do you want me to say? I panicked. I was terrified that this whole thing was going to blow up in my face. I had to do something.
So what do we do now?
We tell him he's gotta fix the mess he made. One way or another.
You were here that night. You saw Marianne and Tyler. Why didn't you help?
I know it wasn't my best moment. But she threatened my life.
So you just decided to let her drown?
I didn't decide anything. Everything happened so fast, I panicked. And by the time I got to town, Brown was already on his way out. There was nothing else I could do.
You failed us, Tom. You need to make it right.
I'll do whatever you want. As long as none of this gets out.
Excuse me?
You want me to pay for my mistakes? Fine. But please, Tessa can't know. This would kill her.
Tessa already knows, Tom.
No. That's impossible.
It never occurred to you the reason Tessa cut Marianne off was you?
But she never said anything. Oh, Lord.
You should try talking to your wife. Maybe if you had, we wouldn't be in this situation. And maybe Marianne wouldn't be dead.
Oh, come on. You of all people should appreciate how troubled Marianne was. She was unhinged. Something like this would have happened sooner or later.
That was convenient for you, huh? You preyed on her because she was vulnerable. And you knew you could always blame it on crazy Marianne Ronan if you got caught.
Nothing like that. Nothing at all. Your mother was a very pretty woman. And she'd been so many places and done so many things. The way I always thought I would. I got caught up. Love made me a fool. Look, I made mistakes. But this will not go any further than the three of us.
Why? We know. Tessa knows. Marianne's dead. There's no point in hiding it anymore.
He's afraid it'll tank his campaign. Am I wrong?
Jesus, Tom.
I've kept your secret all these years. I don't want to go spilling it. But I will if I have to.
What?
Yeah. Your little story about self-defense. I've never told anyone how Marianne really died. That night
The
I
plot
came out here
thickens.
because I was worried about your mother.
Where did they do? do it. They made me do it. Why did they do it? His fault. This is his fault.
Manhunter. I'm not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, I know. So like he was like, oh, that kid just murdered someone without necessarily any prompting. I'm just gonna run away because there's no way I could take on 2 children.
No. No way. You're a fucking liar.
I saw what I saw.
Ugh. You're manipulating us just like you manipulated her.
Tyler!
You're not listening to this, are you?
Be smart about this, Allison. Are you sure you want this to get out? You've got way more here to lose than he does. His name will be all but clear, but you'll be a killer. Your uncle say. And Michael? Well, the whole town might turn on you.
Don't touch her.
You know I'm right.
Just get out of here, Tom. Tyler and I need to talk alone.
Just please. Think twice before making any rash decisions. There are a whole lot of lives at stake here.
Leave us the fuck alone. And never come back.
Dad of the year right there. Yeah, especially if you don't think she was trying to cause any threat. You'd think maybe if you were even slightly a decent person, you'd be like, I should maybe do something here.
Allie, you okay? You didn't let that asshole get to you, did you? Did you?
What if he's right? I've been having all these nightmares about that night, and they were a lot like how Tom said. And now, when I try to remember, that's all I can see.
He's trying to mess with your head, and you're letting it work.
No, it's more than that. Ever since we started digging, I haven't been able to shake this feeling like something's off.
Something's off because he put this in your head. Don't let him get away with it.
He might not be lying. We keep getting things mixed up. We remember totally different versions of the past.
Those are just details. This isn't that. She was going to kill me.
I'm not so sure anymore, Tyler.
Let's push baby Tyler into the water.
She had a gun pointed at me. She chased me. She said she was going to kill me.
She threatened Tom with those exact same words, with the same gun, on the same pier. The thing you said to Eddie the other day got thrown back at me. Don't you think it's possible that happened here too?
I guess it's possible. Fuck. I don't know. And we're never gonna know the truth, are we? Because the second you walk away from something, that's it.
Yeah.
I guess at this point, you just have to decide what you believe.
Me?
Yeah. You need to start dealing, Allie. And that means coming to terms with whatever version of the past feels the most true to you. No more running. Whatever you choose, you gotta live with it. Okay?
Oh. So what do you think?
I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you!
Do you want Marianne threatened Tyler, or she didn't?
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm going to kill you! I'm going to kill you! I'm not gonna hurt you.
Yeah, just based on like all the other stuff that you come across throughout the game, and all the things that were going on, that you find in the loft. To me,
Going to kill you!
even if it would hurt Allison to know that she killed her mom for no reason, I think that still overall it's best for both of them to know that their mom didn't want to murder them. But it's up to you what one you want to go with. So you want to believe Tom's version?
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. Oh, please. No, don't do this. Allison. This isn't... What?
She was going to kill herself. Just You interrupted her and we got confused.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. That attic. Tyler. That was meant for us. It was her way of explaining what she was going through. I made a horrible mistake.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here.
Allison's voice actor is very good at sounding sad. Also, if Marianne had killed herself and the kids found her body, that wouldn't be any less traumatizing than what happened.
Hey, peep what I just found downstairs. What do you think? Will it have aged well? Or just gone bad? Where are you at right now?
I just keep hearing her say she wasn't going to hurt you. Over and over.
We were kids. We freaked out. You weren't equipped to deal with that shit.
She was just talking to you. And I killed her.
Stop.
I don't want to use our voice again. Ever.
What? Seriously?
I don't know. But I want to stop feeling like this. And I think we'll be better off without it. This morning, I kept getting these horrible visions. Of you and Marianne and Eddie.
Visions. Like our memories?
Yeah, but different. It was all my worst thoughts brought to life. You were in my bedroom saying I abandoned you. Eddie called me a snake.
I'm sorry. I should have been there for you.
It's okay. I was the one who walked out. I can't let that happen again.
I don't think it will. Something's been pushing us to find answers. And now we have them. Maybe I'm wrong. And if it stays bad, we can stop. But I really want to keep what makes us us.
Marianne was probably more concerned about the effect on her kids if they killed her.
But she did not kill him, because even reduced to just one hand, he was too useful a servant. Lo, he plotted
What do you
the day
think?
he would emerge,
Brothers and
to
sisters?
once again hunt the wise princess and earn back his left hand.
Always.
And that is the story of how the crafty goblins rescued the wise princess from the mad hunter.
You know, it's like the townspeople who failed Marianne and couldn't get her the help that she clearly needed. Yeah, and that does make sense. Yeah. Boo. We liked the old haircut better.
One last look. Good to go. Good to go.
I know, it did.
Hey, it's me.
Hey, me.
House is empty. I'm getting ready to head out. So, last chance.
He just
Is there
darted
anything you want me
forward.
to do while I'm in town?
Listen, Ty, you're dropping off the keys with Tina, right?
Yep. Gonna leave them at her office on my way to the ferry.
Well, that's it then.
How's Juno?
Big and full of people, even without tourists. Michael's been writing up rules for the apartment. I need your support against his whole food policy.
Just refuse to sign anything until I get there. Okay?
Okay, but you better hurry. If he gets his way, we'll only have one small shelf for junk food.
What? Heresy. I'm gonna need like twice that just for snack cakes after my surgery next month.
I know, right? This cannot stand.
How are you?
Good, actually. Good. Really good. You?
Same. You know, emptying the house really cleared my head out.
Thanks for doing that. The observatory really needed me this week. And after everything that happened, I just felt like I needed to keep some miles between me and Delos Crossing.
No worries. You still loving your therapist?
Gail, yes. I was actually just doing some letter writing she assigned me as homework. It really helped me get some perspective.
That sounds awesome. Did you see the article I sent you about Tom losing the election?
Yes. I saw
Ha.
the message right before Derby practice, so I didn't have time to read it. But I did.
And she joined
cackle at the
Derby.
headline.
Did you picture Tom's face whenever you went in for a block?
No, but that is a great idea.
Anyways, think I should swing by the store for one final fuck off?
See you never, Becky.
Okay, I'm gonna hang up now.
See you tonight.
Okay, I'm gonna take one last walk through the house and then head to the ferry.
Drive safe.
Pretty sure that's the only way possible in the old Allison Mobile.
Love you, Tyler.
Love you. Love you. Last night's dinner wasn't that good. But better than going back to the Vecchies. Turns out you didn't need our help losing the election, Tom.
Mayor Leslie Scow wins mayoral election. Declared victory in her bid for re-election over controversial challenger Thomas Vecchi. With almost 68% of the vote, Scow's triumph was the widest margin of victory in Delos Crossing history. Her rival Vecchi sparked much debate in the community over his gun control policies, but Scow's success has been mainly attributed to her willingness to reach across party lines. Many in the community say her re-election came as no surprise. Vecchi had become a steady voice for change, but since his concession on Friday, the local business owner has retreated from the spotlight, preferring to focus on the general store and the restaurant he operates with his wife, Tessa. When asked about the results, Vecchi simply expressed disappointment, but offered no official statement.
I should pick up Allison's stuff on my way out.
Allison, you'll find enclosed in this letter your severance check. I've also packed up the last of the personal items you left for you to pick you up at the store. Please coordinate with Michael to see when's the best time for you to come by the store. I wish you the best of luck with your future endeavors, Tessa. Also interesting that, like, Tessa let Allison get hired at the store knowing that Allison was, her husband's out-of-wedlock child. Yeah. girls are mine now. Hey goblins, word is town is you guys finally sold the house. I came by tonight to help you fix what needs to be fixed, but there was nobody home. Are you gone already? Things change so fast these days. Anyway, you know where to find me if you want to fix things. If you're still in town, I mean. It's getting late and I'm pretty tired. Oh, and I'm sorry for acting like the stupid ass I am. Everywhere I look, I think about what used to be. I've been trying to do better, but I think it might be too late for an old bear like me. Not sure if this will reach you. It's getting late. Call me if you're still around. Be safe, Sam. P.S. I wish it was as easy to fix everything as a boat. Yeah, I don't know.
Man, seeing it empty is so weird. At least it's the last time we'll ever have to.
I know. Fuzzy Bandit puts mail at peril once again. The raccoon who's stealing people's mail escaped from jail. Go, you funky raccoon, go! Michael, must be a real relief to finally be done with that place. Tyler, no doubt. If traffic's not too bad, I should be back at our place around 4 p.m. Michael, haha, traffic in Delos? Only if the mailbox bandit escaped. Hey, I'm making that biscuit thing you like. Tyler, damn, I'm on my way. I'll probably take some of the fire hydrants and stop signs. Michael, don't die, I'll keep it warm. See you in a few. Tyler, grinning emoji. Where could he have fit that? Get you a bay that makes you food as you stick an entire computer into your jacket pocket.
I miss this.
One more jog down memory lane, Mr. Ronan?
Hey, I'm having a private moment with me, myself, and I here.
Okay, carry on.
I like that they can use their voice across such a big distance. Yeah, I'd love to live in their house. Just the setup of it is so cool. I know, that would definitely make things much simpler. Juneau University.
Goodbye, room. Goodbye, room. Goodbye, man on the moon. For posterity.
I know it is. But I like the realism of, like, how, like, used the house looks.
Certainly hope the new owners are Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It.
I like how they have their own goblin emojis.
Well, this is goodbye for real. This is goodbye for real. Yes.
And farewell to my better suited haircut.
Aaron, it's Ty. Tyler Ronan. I thought I'd catch you on your break between sessions, but I guess you're going long with another rebel with too many causes. I know I haven't reached out since I left Fireweed, but I just wanted to say, well, you were right about grief, about it going in circles. This morning, I was out on the porch, staring at the fog, and my mother, she just tumbled right out of me. But it was okay. It actually felt good to remember. Anyway, give me a call back if you get a chance. I'll see you around. And thank you.
I'm just happy that Allison finally went to therapy. Allison was grateful that they completed Marianne's puzzle. 16% just forced the chest open. They were just like, nah, I ain't got time for this. Allison was influenced by Tom's testimony. 0% believed in Tom's testimony. 100% believed in the twins' memory. That seems so... Like, I understand not wanting to believe Tom because he's, like, a piece of shit. But on the other hand, it just seems so much healthier for the two of them. The twins trusted their bond and kept their voice. 5% let go of their voice, 95% held on to it. Eddie was relieved that Allison accepted responsibility for the murder. I like that 1/3 who were just like, I ain't confessing to murder. Sam felt understood by Allison. 30% confronted Sam with his addiction. 70% listened to Sam's story. Michael felt closer to Tyler. I would hope they felt closer after kissing. I was once part of the 29% that did not kiss Michael, because I just thought it was so much funnier. If you, or anyone you know, I like that they include little things like that, where like, you know... You're sitting there like, some crimes cannot be forgiven. I know, I can see that you Lavoie this. Yeah. Partly because, you know, the entire story isn't erased by picking one of the, by picking the, good option. That helps too, yeah. That the main characters are likable. And it is just interesting that the majority of the choices of the story are solely about the relationship between the twins and about deciding how they want to view the past rather than about things that are, like, in the future, which is what most decisions are about. Yeah. Also, Max isn't super likable even on her own, because she's got that very, like, pretentious hipster vibe. Yeah. Also, if you're gonna have, like, a cop parent or whatever, I think Eddie is better than David. Like, 'cause I don't hate David, but I definitely like Eddie a lot more.